The setting: it takes place on the second Monday of January the following year. It is in the morning. The location is in the mayor's boardroom at Maracas Municipal Headquarters. It is an emergency meeting called by the mayor after attending Sagrada Secondary School's closing ceremony. The people present include Municipal Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Harvester, the Principal Judge, Justice Ian Jaden, Municipal Inspector General of Police, Inspector Bembe, Secretary of Health and Environment, Honorable Ted, Secretary of Planning and Development, Honorable Seymour, and the Deputy Mayor, Honorable Ramdaye. The bodyguard places 4 daily newspapers in front of him, salutes, then leaves. The reason for the meeting: the mayor has seen a new trend gaining ground in the municipality which could adversely affect them as leaders. He had asked Harvester whether he had bought all the newspapers as instructed. Harvester confirms that he had done as instructed. The mayor asks whether the members have read the newspapers. Most of the members have not read the newspapers. All the newspapers carry damaging headlines. For example, the Caribbean Watch, it reads, "Municipal Leadership, a Criminal Enterprise." The Insight, "Rot in Maracas Municipal Council Exposed." The Spotlight, "Municipal Leaders Face Imprisonment." The mayor fears this report will destroy the municipality's reputation. Now let us look at some of the reactions by some of the officials after hearing the headlines. Jaden: he thinks that these are usual problems leaders must have with media from time to time. He says such writings can be stopped if reporters and editors are bribed with boxes of chocolate. On the other hand, Ted, who is busy on his phone and seems calm and not surprised, asks whether such headlines are unusual. The mayor points out that Ted and Seymour are already implicated and that a company they hired supplied air. He claims payment to the company have been exposed by the Samaritan app. Mr. Harvester says that the last time he checked the app, it had almost 500,000 downloads and still counting, and that they cannot negotiate with such a huge number of people. He says that some of the accusations leveled against them include drug trafficking, grabbing of public land, inflation of cost of municipal projects, undertaking shoddy public works, murder, and gang warfare. Bembe is accused of illegally owning Madingo Golf Club. Many officials want to cover up the scandals. Bembe says that he thinks that they have no other choice than to ban that thing within Maracas municipality. Seymour says that they can cite issues of cyberbullying and the sharing of pornographic materials in schools. Mosi suggests that they issue a circular that no app should be in use in Maracas municipality. He even suggests hacking the app. Jaden does not wish to be part of the criminal proposals. Seymour suggests persuading the students to drop the matter. He even suggests talking to the principal. He says they can mobilize enough money to fight any cases that might be brought up against them. A big disagreement develops between Mosi, Ted, and Seymour. Mosi says a municipal council cannot spend any money at any time of a financial year except as provided in the national estimates and as contained in the Appropriation Act approved by Parliament. Ted and Seymour realize the mayor won't help them escape the corruption scandal. Seymour tells the mayor that they will mobilize the members of the council chamber against him. The mayor angrily warns them, saying he is the smoke that thunders. Seymour and Ted exit the stage as the curtain falls. That is the end of Act 1, Scene 2 of The Samaritan. Kindly do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you for watching.